Right, okay. Sorry about that. Right, okay. So a couple of things before we start. Number one is the people next door are playing really loud music. So that's why there is music. There should be music playing now. It's the left one that works. Yeah, so there should be music playing now. It's called Stream Beats. It is a little loud, so we'll turn it down. It's copyright free music, so don't worry about getting a copyright strike or anything like that. So yeah, that's playing. That's just because they're playing loud music, and I don't want it to be like vaguely here to be able to hear on my channel. So if you do hear any like then that's what it is. It's very frustrating. I hope they move up soon. But yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. A new layout. I hope you enjoy it. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. We've got, obviously, it used to be the scoreboard was up the top, and then we'd have me over here, and then the score over here. So yeah, that's new. We've got the actual number back for the subs as well. So that's really, really cool. There should be music. There should be music playing. There should be music. There might not be music playing because it might be too little. But let me know if there's music playing. I could check on my phone if I wanted to. But yeah, we've got new a new layout. We've got new alerts as well. So if anyone subscribes, we've got a new alert as well, and a new donation alert as well, which we don't get many donations. But that's something to look forward to. If you haven't already, feel free to drop a like on the video. It's going to be Arsenal versus Liverpool. I've got my Orange Cassidy t-shirt on. If you don't know who Orange Cassidy is, then you should know who Orange Cassidy is. Right, okay, let's get into the comments. I'd love to hear all your thoughts. Pinman, thanks so much for tuning in. How you doing? We got a new bot. We got the Stream Elements bot. Nightbot is no longer. Ninebot is no longer on the channel. Stream Elements is the new bot for this season. They've sponsored me. No, they haven't really, but yeah, that's a new spot. Jack, thanks so much for hitting the subscribe button. So that's the new one. It comes down and it says subscribe to the channel, and it waves a little bit, and it's like a football pitch in the middle bit. So there, that's all new. So yeah, interesting. I haven't got the thing up, which means I need to sort that out. Yeah, so if you can hear any like annoying people outside, it's probably the people next door. So Jack, thanks so much for tuning in. Who else have we got here? Chris, Liverpool legend, thanks so much for tuning in. Nick, thanks so much for tuning in. Alex, thank you so much for tuning in as well. Thanks for subscribing, Jack Wong. That's pretty cool. How are you? I'm very, very good, thank you. How are you? Let's become the most successful club in England. I don't think anyone really cares about the about this competition, really. I don't think it's going to be the be-all and end-all of what a good team is. So now I've signed in, I should be able to... Don't like your neighbours. Just be nice. Just be nice neighbours. Just be nice neighbours. Don't play massively loud music. That's all I ask. I don't ask for a lot. Don't ask for a lot. Bottom restrictions have been eased. Thankfully now I don't need to wear a mask for 3 seconds in a corridor. Right, okay, because you have... I got a college interview, for those who don't know. I got a college interview on... Not next week, the week after. I got two. One for GCSE English, one for GCSE Maths. They're not in here, but I bought some books to practice, which is really, really, really cool. So yeah, that's something to look forward to. But see how I go. I had a... So the other day I was at work, right? And one of my colleagues came up to me who works in the same department I do. And he was like, we need to catch up with you. And I was like, really, really, really perplexed. Really perplexed. Because I don't really have much of a role at Tesco. I just sort of just do what I need to do and get home. So I was like, oh, yeah? What about? And he was like, I was scrolling for YouTube the other day. I was like, yeah? And he was like, and clicked on a video, and I was like, I swear I recognise him. And so he went on the Instagram, and he looked at it, and he was like, oh, I do know him. He works with me. He works at Tesco. So he found my channel. And I've never told anyone at Tesco that I work, where I work, that I have a YouTube channel. Nobody knows. I haven't told a single soul that I have a YouTube channel there. And he found it completely naturally, which is really, really, really cool. Really cool. Man United and Everton is the funniest. That's one is actually good banter. Got a message. I got an Apple Watch, which I didn't have the last time I streamed. I really did struggle for a long time. Like I did go live like several times in about January, and I didn't have anyone in, so I'm not sure if the thing wasn't going right. Yeah. There we are. Prediction. It's got to be a Liverpool win, hasn't it? It's got to be a Liverpool win. I'll go 2-0 Liverpool. It's got to be a Liverpool win, right? 2-2 Liverpool win in extra time. Yes, Mike. Been a long time since I've been here. Ethan, thanks so much for tuning in. I can see Alfie. Yeah, Alfie is in the background. He's got a new dog bed for him yesterday, and it's on the floor. So if you don't see him, it's probably lying on the dog bed. It will be a close game. See, I was expecting... It should be a Liverpool win, right? I have a Pepsi. But I don't drink as much Pepsi as I used to. I do also have squash. I don't have to go back downstairs. Wrexham have signed some good players this season. Who they signed? I did see they signed Adi Yusuf. Does it go to extra time? Just pens. Right. Okay, I did wonder that when I read that out. Like I said, it should be a Liverpool win. Weird Rich isn't in. Must be busy. So yeah, we've got a new feature as well, right? So if I press this button here, go to extra time, just pens, right? Right. Okay, I'll go to a replay. So this shows what has been happening, like I said, in the last sort of 30 seconds. So you can see there's a timer here. So it will show what's been going on in the last few seconds, and then it will go back, and then we'll go back to that. So that's something interesting. So if there's a goal, I will be able to show you replay. There won't be any sound, but that's a new thing as well. Is there anything else new? Obviously a new layout, new alerts. That's about it. What do you think of Bruno of Manchester United? Oh, he's been brilliant, hasn't he? Really, really, really good signing. Really good signing. Really, really impressive signing. Really has made a massive difference to Manchester United indeed. So yeah, I'm quite impressed. Liverpool to win on penalties, says Alex. If you haven't already, feel free to smash a like button. I'd really appreciate it. After yesterday, I was wondering why I even bother searching BWFC on Twitter after our fans were acting like a friendly is a cup final. You've lost to, was it Wigan I saw you lost to as well? Sometimes the friendlies can be a good indication of how you're going to do in the season. Sometimes that isn't the case. Sorry if I typed a little bit slow. I stabbed myself accidentally at the end of a bottle. What do you mean, end of a bottle? I really like Nico Williams. Haven't seen much of him. Obviously he plays for Liverpool, isn't he? He's like a right back. So yeah, he could potentially be a good signing for a good player, sorry. But early days, yeah, under Big Sam we had a poor pre-season once and still got into Europe. Yeah, a couple of seasons ago, Hereford drew with a team from a lower down, and I was like, oh no, that's a bad sign. We did it a couple of seasons in a row, and I was just like, oh no. But we got promoted in both those seasons, so it's not a big deal. There's a sharp end at home of the on the table. You said bottle. Right, okay. Alright, okay, I see. You should really get a sander and sand it down. Liverpool before the 1920 season were always bad in friendlies. Yeah, sometimes like Man City had a really, really good pre-season. 17-18. And I think they lost one, and it was Man United, but it was like they played a lot of youth. And then they obviously went on and gained 100 points, which is the most points gained in a single Premier League season. Accrington Stanley beat Marseille last season and finished 17th. Makes any difference. Yeah, I do seem to recall them playing. Nightbot is also working. Apparently, I haven't turned Nightbot off. Right. Okay. We'll just. I don't know. I don't know. I have to turn it off. Oh, now I've made it full screen. Just to confirm, is the music playing? Let me know in the comments. And is it hot? Is it hot? Is it too loud? Nightbot's left the channel. Yeah, so it's the music playing. Let me know. Your name's on the screen now, Jack. So you'll be on there until somebody else needs to subscribe. Yes, the music's playing. Is it too loud or is it good? Is it good? Good. Right. Lovely. Just got that all down the desk. Got a new desk as well from IKEA. It's black with extendable legs, so I can make it bigger, smaller. But they're not like a button where you go. It goes. And you press it down, it goes derp. I don't have one of those. I just have like legs that I have to do manually. Pedantic, some of our fans. I'm actually glad there are no fans allowed in September, particularly with ever bringing a new style of play after years of football. Yeah, it will be different. It will be different. And if you've been there for a long time, then it will take a lot of adjusting, I feel, for those players. But he did really well at Barrow. They could have gone a little bit more safe. Chelsea are leading with fans in the stadium. Werner. I did see the goal. I did see Werner scored. It's nice. I did see they're all spread out. There's about a couple of seats between each person. But yeah, it's good. It's good that they're trialing it. They're trying to get them back, and hopefully they can. Obviously, in non-league football, it's already back, just in reduced capacity. I say non-league football. I mean non-league football below the National League North-South. Mikel Arteta is on the screen. Squad is going to take some time to gel as well as... It's another thing fans to understand. We're like Man United, almost, or some of our fans, where everything is going to be perfect. Yeah, it's going to take time, isn't it? It's going to take time, because the season we finished on 108 points. The first season we lost, I think, twice in the first month, and we looked very, very short of a defender. We brought a defender in, and then we brought another defender in, and then we went on a 27 game winning run. 27 game in all competitions, 27 games winning run. So yeah, it might not work at the start, but unfortunately it's good that some fans don't make decisions. So it is really, really good that we're just spectators. And that's really, really important, that, because if you're a fan and you get, we should be doing better and stuff, but you need to, if you're a fan and you're in the boardroom, you need to think as a businessman. You do not need to think as a fan, or you will end up like, how many, I know he's not a fan, but Roman Abramovich just sacked loads of managers, and you can think of that Chiellini, who was at Leeds, look how many managers he's gone through. That's the kind of thing you'd have if you had a die-hard fan. You need to be very level-headed and think as a businessman, which is something that Andy Holt does very well at Accrington. Do you think Messi will go to City? See, I knew I'd get asked this question, so I have 3 possibilities of what will happen with the Messi leaving Barcelona. Number 1 is he will leave. He'll go to Manchester City, or he'll go wherever he wants to, probably Manchester City. That is one option. The other 2 options I feel are more likely. Number 2, Bartomeu, or whatever his name is, Josep Bartomeu, leaves and resigns as president of Barcelona, allowing Messi to stay, because he's clearly not a big fan of how he's run the club. Option 3 is Messi signs a new lucrative contract. Those are the 3 things that one of those things will definitely happen. There's no way he just forgets about it. So those are the 3 options. Barrow 90-21, 6 of the first 9, lost versus 6 and 9, then lost 3 in the next 6 months and win the league. Yeah, you don't win anything in the first 2 months. You don't win anything in the first 2 months. There's been some teams that have been top of Christmas and not won the league, I think. So I think Arsenal were top once, and they didn't win it. And not the season just gone, but the season before, Liverpool were top at Christmas. The season when City won the league with 98 points, and Liverpool come runners up, and Man City won the Premier League. Man City will have to pay more than Neymar's transfer fee, and will have to pay Messi £900,000 a week. Can City and PSG afford to do that while keeping in line with FFP? If I've learned anything from 2020, it's that FFP is irrelevant, and it doesn't matter at all. PSG and Manchester City will not pay £700 million to signed Messi at 33. They wouldn't have probably signed him when he was young at 700 million. So, and I don't think this. I can't see it happening if they have to pay. If they have to pay the release clause, then it's obviously not happening. No one's paying 700 million for Messi. I didn't think that somebody would pay 200 million for Neymar, but we live in a world where PSG paid 200 million for Neymar. Having said all that, that is over triple what they paid for Neymar. It won't happen if they have to pay the release clause. But surely there'll be a stake where he could be like, I don't want to play. And they should be like, you've given 20 years of your life to Barcelona. You've been the forefront of Barcelona. You know, you've done so much of Barcelona. We should let you go. But it's not how it's run. Captain Messi to Chelsea. Yeah, Messi will go to. If Messi goes, he will probably go to Manchester City to play with Guardiola. Maybe I could be good in Bolton's board as I'm doing business at A level. Yeah, maybe. My girlfriend did business at A level as well. She did law, business, psychology. Those are the three she did. Can't see Messi. I feel yeah. So yeah, I like to say I think those are the three options. He goes to City or someone like that. He signs a new contract, or the president leaves and he stays. Or there is a fourth option where just nothing comes of it. But it does seem desperate to leave. Really, really desperate to leave. There's been a lot happening in sport in general with in America. There's been lots of games postponed due to the shooting of Jacob Blake. That's really interesting. Obviously, it's going across sports now. But the MLS have also had games postponed as well, which is really, really interesting. Can't remember something like that happening. So, USA police is a lot worse than us. I think there are still problems in this country. I'm just going to pull the blind down. So, probably going to see a lot of my stomach. Not sure I'm happy with that. I'll put the light on. Right. Yeah, so we still have a lot of problems in this country, but they're not. A lot of policemen in this country aren't armed, which helps. Is it me or are Sky Sports placing soccer Saturday pundits with BMA women for the sake of it due to Black Lives Matter rather than choosing the best person for the job? I don't buy into that. I don't know why. I don't buy into it. I don't buy into it. They need more representation on the show. I don't think anyone can disagree with that. You've got 5 white blokes usually just sat round a table. So they do need more representation. There's no doubt about that. However, I do feel like it is also a cost-cutting measure because they would be on, big money to do their job, and it could be better spent elsewhere. So I do feel like it is if they were going to fire someone, it should have been worse. And I couldn't understand why he was saved. That really freaked me out. I don't like Phil Thompson. Is that his name? The Liverpool bloke. I could do without him. I'm not sad he's gone. But Merson's really struggles to pronounce names and stuff. I'm not sure they've kept him for comedy value. I don't mind anyone. I don't mind anyone doing it. I don't mind anyone doing it as long as they know what they're talking about. Alex Scott is a really, really, really good example because she is so clued up about the game and she knows so much more than some of the pundits they have on there. But because she's a female, she's automatically judged. So yeah, I do feel like she's really, really good. Hey, listen, there's some females that aren't very good, but there's some men that aren't very good, and she's a lot better than most men. Here's God Save the Queen. Phil Thompson's a legend. I love his passion for Liverpool. I mean, he was trying to be on a non-biased platform, right? If he was on Anfield Agenda, if he was on Red Men TV, if he was on any of those shows, it would be fine. If he was on YouTube just having a Liverpool channel, then that's fine. I've got no problem with that. I wouldn't expect Craig off Anfield Agenda or Paul off Red Men TV to be really, really non-biased when they support that club. I wouldn't expect Mark Goldbridge to be really, really non-biased. He's a Manchester United fan. He's obviously going to want Manchester United to win. But he's not a pundit on a show where you try to be neutral. And he is extremely biased. Martinez starts in goal for Arsenal. Holding, Luis, Tierney, Bellerin, El Nene, Xhaka, Maitland-Niles, Saka, Eddie Nketiah, Aubameyang, Leno, Cedric, Saliba, Kolasinac, Olayinka, Smith Rowe, Willock, Nelson and John Jules are the team's fourth thing. Leno obviously starting the bench for Arsenal. Pointless FM. This is Theo's new channel. If any, Theo, if you want to click back to your usual account, bear with me. So Becker is in goal for Liverpool. Back four of Williams, Gomez, Van Dijk, Robertson, Milner, Fabinho, Milner, Fabinho, Wijnaldum, and the front three of Salah, Firmino, and Mane. On the bench, Adrian, Tsimikas, Kumetio, Grujic, Ketia, Keita. What's his name? Naby Keita. Sorry, I got really confused by his name. And then we have Jones, Elliott, Minamino, and Ryan Brewster. Sorry, I finished. Go onto your other channel, right, and link your channel to and put it in the chat, and I'll get people to shout out. But I don't know if you can do it on your thing or it'll get funny with you because you posted a link. But if you're on your moderator, I could just make you moderator, couldn't I? There we are. Just do it. Just do it now. Just do it now. Should have just had moderator duty, so just stick it in the chat, and I'll shout it out. Over biased pundits get annoying. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. You know. Like I say, nobody tunes into the United stand to watch a neutral. No one watches goes to that and watches a neutral. Nobody at all. Right? That's just not what they do. Neville and Carragher are very unbiased. They are two of the best. They are very, very biased. Unbiased. They're good. So waiting for the kickoff. Oh no! Just doing the knee. I forgot we did this. So there we are. The 8 seconds is up, and the football is started. And here we go. I just need to change the text on here to first half. There we are. First half is underway. I just need to move that a little bit across. Right, okay. If you haven't already, if you don't know Theo, who's been on the channel many, many times before, he's started a new channel on Football Manager, Pointless FM. It's in the chat. So feel free to go and give him a subscribe. He's got a Leeds save currently, and I'm not sure if it's gone up yet, but I assume he's doing a video for the final of the playoffs So feel free to check that out, or check out the whole series. Really, really, really good. They only get biased for banter. Yeah, I mean, obviously they're going to be biased, so they play for the clubs for such a long time, and yeah, that's really, really important. The bias from Van Persie, Scholes, and Hargreaves was ridiculous. I quite like Scholes. I don't mind Scholes. Hargreaves is very, very biased. I know. I could do without him. The only time I don't mind him is when he talks about European football, because he's got an insight that not many of the pundits have, because he played abroad for such a long time with Bayern Munich. So that's a really, really, really good point. Player final will be up at 5ish. Right, okie dokie. So I will be still alive then. So yeah, that's something to look forward to. It's my first live stream in ages, so if you haven't already, feel free to smash the like button. I'm not sure if this will work, but apparently if you put 8 ball in and ask a question, will Liverpool win? It should. It's not done it. Here we are. The 8 ball says, don't bet on it. There we are. Isn't that cool? You can ask the chat a question and it'll answer it for you. So if you have any questions, ask the 8 ball, not me, because I don't know. So yeah, that's a new feature. So yeah, there's the answer to your question. Interesting. Here is Virgil van Dijk, who wasn't involved in the Player of the Year conversation after winning it the season prior. Owen is annoying. He acts like sometimes like some Manchester ambassador when he should Bayern guy. Stick to the club that you love, Owen. That loves you, Owen. He's really weird, isn't he, Michael Owen? Because at points he's no, it's Chris Sutton is you can only ask him a yes or no question. You can't ask him. It's not that clever. But sorry, where was I? I'm a bit annoyed about Theo's question. As if I would have Jake Paul on my t-shirt. Yeah, so he's like he's running around when Barcelona scored, even though he played for Real Madrid, and then he's running. He loves Man United, and he talks about Man United all the time as if it's the best club in the world. And then he says how much he loves Liverpool as well. And then he talks about how much he hated it at Newcastle, and he's saying he's home for the money. Very, 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 very weird. This might be me being stupid. Is that at Jake Paul on your t-shirt? No, it's a wrestler called Orange Cassidy. He's my favourite wrestler. I have the t-shirt he's wearing as well. But yeah, it's behind. Oh no, it's a good stop by Martinez. Look like it's going out for a throw-in, corner rather. Yeah, so yeah, I won't tell you. It won't answer proper questions. But if you're like, will it rain today? It'll be like, maybe. Boom has an 8 ball as well. Maybe. Yeah, it's Orange Cassidy. He is my favourite wrestler. Can't wait for the useless analysis from Peter Walton. Yeah, going back up to questions about McManaman. Right, I don't think anyone is more annoying than Steve McManaman. Is anyone more annoying than Steve McManaman? I don't think so. I don't think anyone is more annoying than Steve McManaman. I think Steve McManaman is an awful pundit. He is just so annoying. I really don't like it. Owen is even worse than Owen Hargreaves. You can't praise Liverpool to the teeth and Man United. You're annoyed by fan bases. Yeah. I think the Newcastle thing annoyed me most, to be fair. Jeff, thanks so much for tuning in. Jeff, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. If you haven't noticed, we've got a new setup on the channel. Hope you like it. I only did the scoreboard, so you can rip the crap out of everything else, but I did the scoreboard and the sub count. On the next season, championship season is going to be stupidly close. I haven't even been keeping up to date with it, so I don't know who's signed who or anything. I will have to have a look. Hello, thoughts on Leeds signing Rodrigo? Sorry, I did miss the Peter Walton question. Really impressive signing, isn't it? I was very, very, very impressed by that. He looks a very, very, very good player. He's played at, obviously, in the top league in Spain. He's been capped by Spain several times. He also played for Bolton as well, which goes to show how much of a good player he must have been. Bolton, just like the government, rather than answering the question yes or no, it gives you an essay. Ball in, and it's Van Dijk, and it's a goal for Liverpool, and the flag's up, so it won't count. So, I'm not sure if we have VAR today. I assume we do. Yes, he is offside. We won't make it overbound for the... Ethan, thanks for tuning in. I think Arsenal will win 4-2. That'd be a really, really good game. That would be nice to see. That would be a really good game. Oh, they're checking it. They're checking it. I need to get a VAR, and it's gone. So I got it. Has Blades got that forward from Liverpool? Sounds awful. I haven't even seen anything about that. But obviously not, or I would know who you're talking about. I think the only signing today that's happened is Rodrigo. I'm quite impressed with Eze signing for Crystal Palace. I feel like that's a good signing. But does that mean Wilfried Zaha is on his way? And could that then be another domino effect of Jadon Sancho going to Manchester United? Oh, Ben Woodburn, is that what you mean? Players are less likely to be booked for kicking the ball away with VAR. Yeah. Koch will sign today. Like I said, I can't believe he signed Rodrigo. I feel like that's such a good signing. What's happening with Augustin? Is he definitely signing? Oh, no. What have I done? I don't know what's happened. How do I refresh it? Yeah, Eze is really good signing. Really good signing. I don't know why that's not working. Right. So that's just going to look like something else for a while. And then we're going to change it back to the... I'm not sure why that isn't working. Sorry about this, I just... Oh, now my mouse has stopped working. Ah, here we are. Here's the lead. Mouse has run out of battery. Mouse has run out of battery. I need to get a wired mouse. I don't understand why it's not showing up. I'm really, really, really confused. I'll just get back into the comments. He's called Brewster. Right. He did all right at Swansea, didn't he? So maybe he'd be a good signing. It seems if Liverpool win the league at Old Trafford, is that a game at the end of the season? Is it? How many trialists did Hereford have today? I think 12. 18 million for Eze is a bargain. Yeah, it's not too bad, is it? But I feel like he'd be a really, really good sign, and somebody they could sell on for more money as well. There we are, we got it back. We got it back. If Glazers don't leave, I'll put my money in the Man United. I don't think so. I think it'll just be fine. Just be fine because they'll have enough money. They have enough money. If you haven't already, I'd love a like on the video. And subscribe, of course, if you're watching and you're new and you're thinking of subscribing. Your name might pop up on the screen. So that's something really interesting. Right. Have you been to a football game on your birthday? Yeah, I've been to 2. The first game was Hereford versus Bury. And it was a 0-0 game. And it was quite a good game. Gary Hooper hit the bar for Hereford, who has gone on and played for Celtic and teams at Norwich, and Sheffield Wednesday as well. So he hit the bar in the game, but we ended up drawing 0-0. Anyway, the second time I went to a game on my birthday was fairly recently. It was in 2016. Now, for those that don't know, I didn't really celebrate my birthday when I was younger. I didn't really like having it celebrated. I just because I obviously don't like attention. And oh my God, what a goal by Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has just hit the ball into the back of the net. Really, really, really good finish. Really good finish. Jurgen Klopp's looking at the ground, but Aubameyang with a great, great, great finish. Great finish. So Saka gets it out wide to Aubameyang. Aubameyang cuts in and then just curls it into the bottom corner. Really, really, really good finish. Really good finish. And that's 1-0. Brilliant, brilliant goal, brilliant goal. Right, back to the question about... I'm sorry, I missed loads of questions. Have you ever been to a game on birthday? Second game, me and Kelly have been together for 7 months, I think. No, 5 months we'd have been together, right? And I said, I don't really want to do it on my birthday. I want to go to football, right? She was really, really... Obviously, Kelly was really shy when we got together. So she didn't say anything, but she was really, really annoyed. And she told me since she was really annoyed, I decided to go to the football instead of sending it with her. And I really regret it, and I wish I'd have spent it with her. However, when I was at the football, I was sat talking to somebody to talk to called Drew, who was an older gentleman who posts a lot of weird crap on Facebook. Anyway, I was there and I was chatting to him, and I heard on the thing, and happy 20th birthday to Mike. And I was like, oh, he's got the same birthday as me. I looked on the screen, it said happy 20th birthday to Mike. And I was like, oh my God, that was her. And I was really, really, really grateful. And I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. Since then, I have made it my duty to spend my birthday with her. QPR, we need to replace him as he might have to play for them this season. Absolutely. Man United act like Glazers and Woodward are destroying the club, then they're about to go bust. Absolutely. Hello to Lenny. Thanks so much for tuning in, Lenny. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Hope Liverpool have another successful season. Can you really see fans going back in October? So, my opinion on this is what they should be doing is what they're not doing. So, it should be non-league clubs below the National League North and South go in first, right? That's a given. Besides Bury, there shouldn't be, and maybe South Shields and FC United of Manchester, there shouldn't be any clubs getting attendances over 1,000 on a regular basis outside of those 3 clubs. Bury, I'm not sure what their attendances be, I'm just assuming. So, that should be fine. Then the next step should be National League North and South. If that all goes well, Leagues 1 and 2. If that all goes well, Championship and Premier League. But that's what I would do it, but it looks like they will, yes. Whenever I tell a story, I always lose loads of viewers. We got to go back at them. Yes. I've never been to a game on my birthday. As the last one was in 2010, and never been to games in midweek. On a week of it. hopefully next year as it was on a Saturday. Yeah, hopefully, dude. It's weird. It's weird. Everything is different. Yeah, I changed it up. Got a new things as well. So if you subscribe like Jack, this will happen, which is pretty cool. That's me replaying it, if you're wondering. So yeah, I've changed a few things. I've changed up a few things just to make it a little bit better. But yeah, I've got rid of a few things. Just seen the Aubameyang goal. What a goal it is. Where would Arsenal be without him? Mid-table, Alex. Mid-table. They would be mid-table, I would say. I wasn't expecting too many viewers anyway. Obviously, I haven't done a stream for so long, and also there's some really big streamers. Hugh Wizzy is streaming, and Mark Goldbridge is streaming as well. Notice this because I'm sad about that. If your birthday is after February on a World Cup year, it won't be on that day of the week for another 11 years. My birthday is always in international break, which is really annoying. Which is really annoying. I'm going on holiday in October to celebrate Kelly's birthday and our anniversary. So that's something I'm looking forward to. If anyone has any nice areas we should go to, go and say. Xhaka brings it out wide. Saka pulls it back. Oh, good save. That was Nketiah with a shot and saved by Alisson. They must stop relying on him. They need other players to be consistent like him. Yeah. It looks like he's signing a new contract though, so he'll have him back for another couple of years. I went to Sheffield Wednesday away for my birthday 1 year. Then we went and lost 6-1. Oh my god, that's awful. Never been to Hillsborough. I must go. What game are you most excited for? For me, it's the Man United games. What game am I excited for? I quite like watching the Champions League. That's what I look forward to the most, the Champions League. Peak District, Norfolk, and Cumbria. Yeah, but I'm not travelling halfway across the country to go to Cumbria if I'm going to London. I will never be doing A-levels on my birthday unless on a very rare occasion I'm asked to come in on a Friday. Like I said, I have applied to do my GCSEs. That's something I'm nervous for. But at least I've got a little bit of a plan in my head. I'll do my GCSEs and then we'll reassess. Are you in the same room? Yes, I am in the same room. The problem you are facing, why it looks a little bit different, is I flipped it. So that's what you used to see. And this is what you see now. Don't know why I flipped it, but that's just something we've got to deal with. London is a good city break. I quite like London. I have only been 3 times to London, I think. Once to Wembley for a stadium tour with the Junior Bulls. Once for a stadium tour with the Junior Bulls to Arsenal Stadium, the Emirates Stadium. And then to watch Hereford lose in the FA Bars. I didn't do GCSE exams, but I got 8 GCSEs. What GCSEs did you get, Jack? I assume you got quite good grades. And please convert them into old money. I don't know what a 1 is good, right? And then a 9 is bad. A 9 is the bottom grade. And I think about a 4 is like a C. Is that right? Or a 5 is a C? I think a 5 is a low C. I don't know. Let me know. I thought so. You look different, flipped. I think what you're trying to say is I look better. 9 is top and 1 is bottom. Right, okay. How did you get on? Every time I'm in London, I drive past Spurs Ground and the Emirates. I've never been to Spurs Ground, not even the old one. White Hart Lane. yeah, it's nice. It's a nice stadium. Nice stadium. I've got a scratch map of all the stadiums. Yeah, so I got a scratch map and all the stadiums are on there. So at some point I need to go to the Uni Bowl. At some time I need to go to Pride Park. At some point I need to go to Ellen Road. At some point I need to go to Portman Road. At some point I need to go to Anfield. At some point I need to go to Old Trafford. Here's Williams. Shot is blocked, comes out to Milner, who strikes it, and El Nene makes the block. At 1A star, 1A, 3 Bs, 3 Cs, and 1 D. Right, that's good. I'd take that. That's really good. I wish I had that. My GCSEs are a lot of E's. However, that is not a true reflection of my talent, because I didn't go to school for a couple of months and did not revise. Got a few D's as well. And 1 C that is no longer counted because I cheated. Well, I didn't actually cheat, but the teacher cheated. So, yeah, that's kind of annoying. I got the D is a subject that's no relevance to me. What are you studying at college? Milner headed away. Milner again, and Tierney with the block, doing very, very well there. Here is Virgil van Dijk, and to Robertson. Maths, business, and IT. Right. Okay. I love business. I studied business at GCSE. I really like business. I've always wanted to start up my own business. I was actually going to start up my own business once. And obviously this is maybe one of my own... maybe my own business. Maybe I should do a degree in veganism. Yeah, so what are your plans later down the line? Are you going to go to uni? I can't remember what I got. It was CSE then. My mum did GCEs. And my dad did GCEs as well. And Rodney got a GCE in Maths and Art. I'm sure some of you will get that. Some of you have no idea what I'm talking about. But I'm sure Lenny understands what I mean. Hopefully you understand what I mean. GCE in Maths and Art. I got them about 20 odd years ago. Did you? I thought you were like older than that age. Old Trafford is quite nice. Never been to Anfield though. Yeah, I don't really like Man United. But I don't hate any of it. Did well in business, got a 7 or A, as my class was full of prats, which is the only reason that everybody in class 20 finished with unbiased opinions. Callie got several A stars, a lot of A's and a few B's. So yeah. I said to her one day, right, you're clever. You're really, really, really stand up for what you believe in. You're going to university. You have an amazing job in tech. You have you have such, you're going into law. You're probably going to, be really, really, really successful. You're probably going to have a job earning, more money than I'll ever earn. And I said, how am I getting away with this? How have I ended up with you? Do you know what I mean? I don't understand. There is one person in my year that makes everyone look completely thick. Yeah. Kelly didn't even try on her. She didn't do any revision. She's just so talented, so clever. I would die to have her GCSE results. But I'm going back to college and I'm starting again. And my hope is to either do something with it, even if it's just like a course, or maybe I'd go back to college or something like that, but we'll see. I started secondary school in London in the late 70s when they were madhouses. Right, okie dokie. Obviously, I don't know what London was like then, but I bet it was different to now. You think Liverpool are more hated than Man United now? It seems like on the internet. Do you know why? I'll tell you for why. There's one reason for it. Liverpool are currently more successful than Manchester United. So that's why. Except English, which he got an 8. The guy got 9 and everything else. Alright. That's cool. But I've got a girlfriend. No. That's really nasty. Yeah, that's really, really good. Obviously, some people have different potential. And no teacher wants... I don't think teacher expects everyone to get, 9s or A stars. They want them to do the best. There are some people I went to school with. Saka, Maitland Niles, and Ketty with a shot, and it's over. That are so just not academic at all, and getting them through and getting them to where they want to be able to further their career is just as much of an achievement, in my opinion, than someone getting the highest mark. If I'm not the cleverest person, I'm the cleverest person in the world according to my GCSEs. I am much cleverer than what it looks like on paper. But if I could, do something with my life, if I could go further with my life, then that's just as impressive as Kelly. If I as long as I succeed my potential or get to my potential, then that's just as brilliant as her. She's getting to her potential. It's just hers is over here and I'm over here. GCSEs never define a person. I'm really, really hot. Has the music stopped? Sounds like it has. Yeah. So yeah, you can go far. My sister's ex-fiance went to school for several years and didn't pick up his results. He has no idea. He's in his 30s now. He has absolutely no idea what he got. He has no idea what he has. And he works at Aldi at the moment, but he was manager at Game Station. He was at Game Station before it shut down. So yeah, you don't need GCSEs to do well, but you do need GCSEs to further your education. We haven't done anything in this game. No, it's been fairly boring, if I'm going to be honest. There's some people in my year who won't take my year seriously due to no exams, even though they'll all get A levels to prove a point. Yeah, obviously there'll be people who'll be like, oh well, you didn't actually sit it. It's a very, very similar sort of stance to ball comes in and it's headed away by Xhaka. There were people who'll be like, oh well, Barrow didn't win the league, they won it on points per game. And things like that. So there is things that a lot of people at who will just be like, well, you didn't actually win it. Just how some people are. Just how simple. How's your diet going? Do you know what? I haven't weighed myself for a while, so I don't know. Not as good as it was because it's been really. I had a week off. It's been really, really sunny, or it's been absolutely hammering it down with rain. So I've not been able to take the dog out, and I haven't been to the gym since it reopened. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm hoping to lose another 2 stone. 2 stone. So, yeah. I watch videos of myself. I don't even look like the same person. It's amazing how much weight I've lost. If I said to someone that Robertson's ball in. There was a pullback. I'm not sure if they're going to go back to that for Liverpool, but yeah, I wish I could do better in. I wish I can't remember what I was. I can't actually remember what I was talking about. Don't let the weight sneak back. The problem I have, Lenny, is I'm on tablets medication, and they do put on weight a little bit. But I walk the dog. I take him for usually nearly 6 kilometers a day, and I burn loads of calories. I do lots of walking. My job is physical. I have to push a trolley around, and I have to do a lot of walking as well. So on my watch, I have usually burn around 1,300 calories a day. So I'm still doing well. But yeah, it's hard because my tablets do gain weight. So if I wouldn't have been on these tablets, I'd probably be at my goal weight now. But can't just stop taking medication. I didn't do too well. Brighton equal. Oh, Peter Walton. Oh, Jack. He didn't think it was a penalty kick, and nor did the VAR. So Brighton equalised against Chelsea in the last minute. Crazy scenes in the stands. I will have to look that up. I didn't do too well in my GCSEs because I had personal things going on at the time. Just assumed I wouldn't get a job, but now I've got a decent job and I'm happy. The thing with you, Theo, is you have something that I don't, and that is a nice, like a friend, like a really, really, really like friendly personality. And I'm quite a shy person, but you're quite, you're more extroverted than I am. The state of replies from Sky News tweet inflated grades without even considering. Here's Nketiah, and Robertson gets it away, and here's Wijnaldum. Without even considering people can take off days whilst having an exam. And you see how inflated the private schools were? It's interesting, isn't it? Brighton actually did great in the friendly. That's really good. I quite like Graham Potter. I thought of doing a career mode on FIFA. So, I have done stuff in the past on gaming. But I'm just reading my stats. Right, so I have thought about it. But I feel like my time would be better in like the football. But obviously I could be totally wrong. I'm not very good at FIFA. I'm not very good at like that kind of thing. So I'm not sure. I did actually on my old channel. I did actually start a save. I think on my old channel I had a Foot Manager save for those that are interested. I think you have a friendly personality and have a lot of charisma. I understand what you mean. The thing is, as I had an interview the other day. I've had 2 interviews that have been like over like webcam or FaceTime. One was with Apple, and I did because Apple's really hard to get into. And I interviewed, and I applied for a different one that Kelly works at the Exeter store, and I've applied at Plymouth store, and I did really well, and she'd have no idea that I'm shy because I just do so well. I'm look so well on like that sort of thing, but it's harder in real life. When I was younger, I was on Universal Credit when I turned 19 because I was just in a place where I just couldn't get a job. I wasn't able to. I wasn't like I was too shy just to do anything, and you know me as this very 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 like chatty person. Robertson's ball in, no one there. Salah was looking for it. Very chatty person, but I actually would go to my meetings and I would sit there and not say anything because I'd be so nervous. And in the end, I'd say like, "Oh, thank you." At the end of my meeting. Anyway, and then I had some problems with my mental health, and people looked at me and were like, "You're fit for full-time work." Okay, I can't talk to anyone. I'm feeling very, very depressed. I'm clearly not fit for full-time work. I'm very, 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 very shy. I can't talk to anyone, So, but obviously I work now and I'm doing very, very well. But I'm in a completely different spot. If you look at my first videos, I feel like I am a lot more down and things than now. So I've done really well. Right. I think I answered that question more than I needed to. Private schools were above, but Gomez shot is way over. Private schools were above, but the ones I got were probably what I would have got if coronavirus wasn't here. Yeah, and that's all that matters. But some people didn't have that. I probably wouldn't. I think I'd have done better. But if I'd have done a lot better if this would happen in my year. Hi to Major Man. Thanks so much for tuning in, Major Man. That must have been very difficult. Yeah, it was. People just being like, "Oh, you're fit to work a full-time job," and it's like, "Oh, I'm clearly not. I'm clearly not." At the time, you couldn't. There wasn't more of an open and shut case than me. But how am I meant to interview if I can't talk to anyone? I can't make eye contact. I can't look at people. Either way, it doesn't affect me now. She's very nice, but people make some weird calls. But yeah, I didn't get the Apple job for those that are wondering. Kelly said that at their shop they're not hiring anyone, so it might have just been that they didn't have any places. So they couldn't even go any further with me, which is upsetting. But I spoke to Angus, who was the person I was in contact with, and I asked for any feedback, which was something I've never done before because I don't like asking for feedback because I don't like negativity. I asked for feedback, and they said they didn't give any feedback, but they said to really definitely recommended applying again in 6 months' time. So that's what I'm going to do. Is it me or the media never say anything positive about anything when it comes to COVID? They do. I watch the news a little bit, but they do a little bit. The thing is, unfortunately, Jack, here's Milner to Wijnaldum. Salah. Oh, good ball. Robertson crosses it in, and very well done by Hector Bellerin to put it behind for a corner. So the thing is, if you just put yourselves in the minds of Sky or The Sun or BBC or The Telegraph, you're going to get more clicks on negative news and positive news. So that's just how it is. Robertson's ball in, headed away. Today we recorded 10,000 cases, but tomorrow is none. They won't say anything because none is still be 10. Yeah, because on average it's still bad, I would say. But obviously when we hit 0 cases, then there will be a massive celebration. Just a weird question. Can you hear this? Did you hear that? Oh wait, no, of course you didn't. I understand what's going on here. Yeah, okay, so you didn't hear that. I didn't think so. I wouldn't trust Sky anyway. I quite like Sky News. Because on my mixer it was going across, so I wasn't sure. Oh, here's Firmino, and Xhaka gets it away. Holding gets it away in the end. There's been a rise, but mainly because of outbreaks. Robertson and Mane with a header, and that's out for a goal kick. There's been a rise, but mainly because of outbreaks. Right. There seems to be a lot of outbreaks in communities of fruit picking and meat factories and sandwich packing, and Greggs have had one as well. So there's a lot of outbreaks at those sort of places where it'd probably be very, very cold conditions and a lot of people very close to each other. So yeah, I'm going to be doing more streams. So I have a friend on YouTube. He's one of the first people I was friends with. I'm not sure if he was the first, but his name is Micro Munch, and he does Football Manager content. He's got about 800, nearly 900 subscribers. And he made a video the other day saying that he's going to put all his eggs into the YouTube basket and he's going to go full-time on YouTube and try and make it work and put out a hell of a lot more content and things like that. Now, I think this is a little bit really, really brave. Really brave. So it made me think maybe I should really put more effort into the channel and upload more videos and try and grow, because if I wanted to make money from this, properly money, then I'd need to do a little bit more and upload a little bit more. So that's something that I'm considering. I'm also going to add Tierney's shot, and it takes deflection and it's behind for a corner to Arsenal. So I'm thinking about doing so I'm thinking of uploading a little bit more to the channel. Arsenal 1, Liverpool 2, so you're going for a Liverpool win. I believe there is a virus, but to label it a pandemic is ridiculous. At what point does it become a pandemic? Because, you know, America have had millions of cases. We've had thousands and thousands and thousands of people die. Ball comes in, headed away by Virgil van Dijk. So, you know, there's a lot. Obviously, I don't know what class it as a pandemic or not, but I would imagine that World Health Organization are a little bit more of a place to know than me. It seems like the Oxford vaccination is good. It's working well. That's what I get from the thing. So, holding out hope. There is another one in phase 3 in Germany, I believe, and I think America may have one in the stage 3 as well. It's weird because I've been in school 2 weeks and I already have flu. You probably just have flu, like a cold or something. Because I mean, you might do, but in Scotland, where I think you're from, cases are insanely low. Like 90% of the cases are in England, in Britain. So I wouldn't worry too much. I think it's a good idea, mate. The dream for me is to get to the point where I can do YouTube full time. Saka's ball in, looking for Louise. Here is Louise. And here is El Nene. David Luiz. It's everyone's dream to do well. Obviously, I want to be as well. One thing I want to do with my channel is when I'm big enough and when I have enough viewers, is to help people who are supporting me grow their channels. You know, I'd love to. Do you know what? Like have you ever seen Memulus? He sometimes, and like Will and Leela sometimes just go into people's Twitch streams and just tweet out go into this person's channel and say something weird or ask for like a song or whatever. I like to do that, but like just randomly and just like support them and go on like Twitch and raid people and do loads of like things to help other people grow. That's what I'd like to do. I think it's declared a planet when quite a few countries, in the cases in India, They don't seem to come down, only rise. India. It's going to be a nightmare in India. Saka's ball in, and it's away by Robertson. Arsenal are the only ones who have done something, so they deserve the lead. Really a good goal. Many people are dying in road accidents and are put down to COVID-19. It's 5,000, I think, were deducted because of how it was, like how the data was used. So one day we woke up with 46,000, and the next day we woke up with 41,000. My school is saying when we return, you're not allowed in, even if you have a cold. I think that's very smart. Scotland has managed mostly half-time. 0 cases. Yeah. So that's what I was saying. They have very, very low cases. Just gonna to put the half-time on. Half-time. My school says if you have a cold or anything like that, we have to stay home. Interesting. They only record deaths if they died within 28 days of confirmation of a positive case. Makes a lot more sense. But having said that, if you're in hospital for that long, I don't know. Right, I'm going to the toilet, so I won't be long. Just entertain yourselves. Is the music still playing? Yes, it is still playing. Right, put in all your questions and stuff. I have a screen for this now. Right. Okie dokie. I have 9 subscribers. I didn't know you uploaded anything. Interesting. The old lady who used to live next door to me sadly died the other day in a home she was in, and apparently it was old of age. However, the home put it down. It was corona. Obviously, we don't know, but maybe it was. I saw a post on Facebook, and it was like, "Do masks work? If so, let us see. Like, go into hospitals and see people, and let us go into care homes. And if they don't, get them off our children." And I was like, A, you don't have to wear one if you're under 11. Number 2, those people are the most vulnerable. Those in hospital and care homes. So, that could cause a problem. And obviously, if you get it and it all spreads around, and it could be, a catastrophe. It's not just spread that way; it's also spread by touch and stuff. So, I found that a little bit weird. It was showing Klopp and Aubameyang chatting, having a laugh. Unfortunate for Klopp. Cool screen. I'll be back in a bit. Half an hour. See you then. All right. See you soon. Hope you like the screen. What do you think of the screen? Thought it was pretty cool. I really hope the people next door be quiet soon. It's really annoying. Really nice. Thanks. I wonder if fans who come up with chants against COVID and causing people to socially distance from others, then they might come up against chants against it. I mean, probably be something, won't there? Probably be something. It's weird streaming this game on a Saturday. Usually it's on a Sunday. The Community Shield. An advert for McDonald's. Double quarter pounder's back on the permanent menu. Obviously I can't eat it. And also they introduced a triple cheeseburger, which I've really wanted to try, but I can't eat it. So Becca Vardy. It's on the screen. Yeah, so I got the so here's the starting soon, and then we got just a normal chat. So if I do like a live stream or something, and then we've got this for the watch-alongs, and then we got be right back, and then we got stream ended as well. You don't know if you saw them, but Mark Goldbush losing on FIFA and getting red cards every day live streams was the best during full lockdown during April. I didn't, because I was spending time in the garden. I had to put the thing back down. It's better, even though I look really dark. Need to get me some better lights. That's what I want for Christmas. Some better lights. Yeah, I have watched his FIFA streams before. But yeah, I didn't see it. I don't think. I'll be honest. When he first sent the whole new screen, I thought a picture would be too small, but it looks really smart now. I'm seeing it in stream. Yeah, it's the right sort of size. I'm not sure I'd have made it any. I'm not sure if I'd have made it any bigger if I could move it. I think it's all right. I might have moved up a touch. It's hard to get everything I want in. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I'm pleased with it. We'll get into the half-time statistics. He loved playing Burnley during those streams and blames the players when he controls what they do. That sounds funny. So yeah, so we'll have a look at the half-time statistics. So earlier, the Women's FA Community Shield took place and Chelsea ran out 2-0 winners. I think it was Bright and Cuthbert got the goals. Jill Scott was sent off for a second bookable offence. So half-time, Arsenal lead 1-0 against Liverpool. It's 60% possession for Chelsea. What am I talking about? Liverpool. 40% for Arsenal. 5 attempts for Liverpool. 3 attempts for Arsenal. 2 attempts on target for Arsenal. None for Liverpool. So it's been quite poor from Liverpool, really, even though they've had slightly more possession. They've had 3 block shots. Liverpool. Free kicks. It's 4-5 in Liverpool's favour. Liverpool have had 3 corners to Arsenal's 1 corner. So yeah, it's been okay for Arsenal. They've been quite good. Right, if possible, you could have the starting 11 of both clubs down the sides. I can't move it around, but if I could, it would take up a lot of room. I was thinking about having like a scroller like I used to, but I'm not sure where I could really fit it in as well. So I have thought of it, but unless I did something else and just made it really, my camera really small, just had loads of information on the screen. Watching someone earlier that was like had that sort of look, loads of information on the screen and a really small camera. Liverpool will win. Well, it's 1-0 to Arsenal. I think they've been good. I am thinking of... I'll get my headphones out in a minute so I can just hear myself think. I was thinking of getting a purple light and having like a purple background. I thought would be really cool. And then so in the background it would be purple instead of, normal light. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. Just might try it out and get like a light that I can choose the colour of and see what it looks like. I can only see it's us scoring 1. That's how many we've played. So I'll say 1-1 Liverpool on pens. It was 1-1 last year, wasn't it? Between Liverpool and City. Or was it 0-0? I thought it was 1-1. And City won on pens. So it could be a similar situation. So that is something that could happen. But yeah, I mean, he'll obviously make changes if he needs to. I'll see who's on the bench again, just to remind everybody. So on the bench, there's people like Harvey Elliott, Ryan Brewster, Minamino, Naby Keita. Those are the real Curtis Jones as well. Those are the people that could go ahead and change things in those attacking areas, really. There's not really many players. Missing out is Alexander-Arnold, Henderson, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Shaqiri, Matip and Wilson are all out with injuries. So they have a lot of injuries, which is something to consider. As well. Philips floodlights are really good for background lights. They are too small and compact. They are smaller and compact, but we'll be able to light up the back wall. I just want like ones for like the front, So, because obviously I'm not as well lit as I should be. Because these lights were just cheap. I bought them because I thought I'd just get some because I look really dark. But obviously I got these like 2 years ago, so I need to upgrade. But yeah, I will look into it. Probably get some for like Christmas or my birthday. Not my birthday, because my birthday's ages away. When I have my next birthday, I'll be closer to 30 than 20, which is horrible. Yeah, but Brewster and Keita, they can both come on and try and make a difference. I'm not sure I would interfere yet. I would just speak to them. I'm surprised Liverpool only playing one youngster. I thought they might have played someone else as well, just to mix up a bit. But obviously that's not what they've done. Because Maitland-Niles, Eddie Nketiah and Saka are all starting for Arsenal, who seem to have a bit more of a philosophy of they're going to play with youngsters this season for whatever reasons. That's something that they've decided to do under Mikel Arteta. So that's something that is very, very interesting. Missing out for them is Martinelli, Mustafi, Mari and Chambers. There's no Lacazette in the side. I wonder where he is. They could change it as well. They could bring on someone like Reece Nelson, could make a difference. He scored against Liverpool in the Premier League last season. This, I picked up the bottle that was. I might have just be because it's been in here actually. But I think I picked up the wrong one. I think I picked up one of the bottles that was just put in. But yeah, so it's been there hasn't been many chances in the game, but yeah, it's nice to see football back after a short break in England anyway, with the Premier League finishing and then the Champions League taking place in Portugal and the Europa League taking place in Germany. But it's nice to see it back, and it won't be long until the season starts. After this, my plan is to cover the Nations League up until the start of the Premier League. I'm probably going to do a review, a preview for the Premier League games coming up in the next week or so. Can anyone name a worse year than 2020? Don't know. I didn't have a nice 2010. But yeah. I'm nearly 20 and it feels mad to me because it feels like only last year I was leaving high school. It goes so quick. Every year goes quicker. It feels like we're already in a few days. It's September. That's crazy. Yeah. So 1913 would have been the year before the start of World War One. 1939 was sort of the start of World War Two. 1940 to 1945. I mean, obviously, the World War is a lot worse than this. Living through the World War, and maybe the year of Spanish flu as well. I was born in '66, and this year is the worst I've seen. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really comparable. We've had like outbreaks of second half started, and I haven't got the clock on. Sorry about that. But yeah, so it's not. Yeah, we've had outbreaks of. We've had outbreaks of SARS in 2001, I want to say, and then there was swine flu in 2009 as well, but obviously nothing to this magnitude. So that's interesting. It's nothing like we might never experience anything again like this, which is there we are. Yeah, so 2015 to 2020 almost feels like 10 minutes, but the 5 years before felt like 15 years. Yeah, literally, me and Kelly got together in 2015. I was saying to her, 2015 doesn't feel that long ago. Like, we got together, doesn't feel that long ago. But 2014 was when Brazil held the World Cup, and that feels like a lifetime ago. That feels like an eternity ago for me, and I don't know why there's only a year between those two things. The years get faster, believe me. It feels like only past a few years I was 30. It's crazy how fast time goes. 536 AD, there was a massive plague which killed millions. Famine spread across Asia, and millions of Muslims died in India because of their religion. So I'd say that. All right, okay. When did you become an art historian? That is really, really sad, though. But yeah, that doesn't sound very nice. No, it's definitely not the worst year. It's just the worst year in living memory. And there'll be a worse year to go. 2020 we mentioned a lot in the future for GCSE history. Maybe like, but we don't learn anything about the Spanish flu pandemic. We learn a little bit about the plague, but the plague was around for a lot longer, wasn't it? Than hopefully this will be, and the plague killed a lot more people than this will. Used to remind myself of 2014. What happened in 2014? Is it the fact that Liverpool bottom of the title? Robertson ball in, and it's away. Here is Gomez. What was the Earth's population 2,000 years ago? Don't know. What I need is Ask Jeeves, so I could find out the answer. Ah, Siri. Ah, it's Siri on here. What was the population of Earth 2,000 years ago?
Here's what I found.
No, it's an article. It sounds mental, but for me 2020 has actually been a decent year. It's not been too bad for me, really. I got a job, going back to college, celebrating 5 years with Kelly, going to London with Kelly. So yeah, it's not been too bad for me either. I had quite a nice few months with her constantly. The government love changing their minds. I've got to say, as they've changed their guidance on school advice just days before people go out. Don't understand. The slip and more, the World Cup and the 2014-15 season was awful. Yeah. I mean, a slip is more famous than the World Cup. World Cup, was that under Hodgson? 2014. And we were out really quickly. Oh, we had, was it Italy and Uruguay in our group? Is that the right seat? And Costa Rica? Yeah, we were really bad. 220 million. Good God. It's amazing how quickly it's like risen. Why we didn't sack Brendan after Stoke, I never know. I don't know. He's done alright since though, hasn't he? But at the end of the day, if you'd have sacked him before, you might not have ended up with Klopp. So, Firmino. Oh, just wide from Firmino. So, you know, everything happens for a reason. Apparently when the Great Fire of London occurred, the population of London didn't recover until 2015. Right, it's about 8 million people who live in London now, isn't there? I think it's going to be 13 million by 2050. Are they going to cram them all in? Aubameyang puts the ball in and no one there to meet it. Yeah. What Theo said. Yeah, it's always a bad thing to sack with no plan. It's not too bad when you're in like a lower league club, but it's a bizarre thing to do. I remember Wolves sacked Mick McCarthy like 8 years ago, and they had no plan, and they appointed Terry Connor as like its caretaker. And so you'd ask, so I can't remember what I was talking about. Oh, it's happened earlier. What was I talking about? And I'll go back to it. What club do you think Messi will go to? I think he'll either stay at Barcelona and Bartomeu will go. He will stay at Barcelona and sign a new contract, or he'll go to City. The country in particular will take much longer than others when recovering population due to current country. due to population due to corona. Why do you think that? Ask Siri how many grandparents. I don't think they'd know. It's really strange because we didn't have Heckingbottom and his boring brand of football. We would never have got Bielsa. Exactly, and things might be better or worse. Milner's ball in from the corner. It's headed away really by Van Dijk and out for a goal kick. No country in Europe has more deaths than us. No, they don't. They don't. However, no, there's no defending that. There's no defending that. I don't know why it's so bad. Probably because we got locked down too late. If we had locked down a little bit sooner, I think we'd have done a lot better. I think that would have been the way to go, really. We should have locked down when Ireland did. I think things would have definitely got worse. Yeah, 100%, 100%. It was a difficult time, but we're over the worst at the moment. Aubameyang wins the ball from Van Dijk, and here he goes. He's running at Joe Gomez. Tries to play in Saka, and it looks like Robertson will have the better of him, and he puts it back. Quarantine should have been imposed as well as soon as the virus came into the country. The thing is, the swine flu, using swine flu as a example, that came into the country and it was fine. So, you know, we don't know how bad it was going to be. Great ball. And here's Mane. Mane's through. An excellent save by Martinez. And he jumps on the ball with a second attempt. But really, really good ball by, I think it was Robertson. Robertson with a great ball. Looks like Mane was offside. Should have done better, really. Very well done by Martinez. So we haven't had anyone in that's new. It's just been my, subscribers, which is very strange. There is, a lot of people probably, doing it. So... swine flu probably wasn't as contagious, and when we should have imposed quarantine... when we saw, yeah, I agree with Italy. Definitely agree with Italy, because Italy is a big country similar to us, and we didn't do anything to prevent it. Really, it was wash your hands for 20 seconds, really, and then try and stay away from people after a while. But yeah, we saw what was going on in Italy, and we just stood idly by and just saw, that looks bad. Milner picked up a yellow card for a foul on Nketiah. 1,300 cases were imported from Europe. We actually had one of the first few cases were in Devon. Obviously, they were in loads of areas, but there was a school trip that went to northern Italy, and they brought it back with them. The amount of people that were still going out as well the weekend before lockdown. I actually went out before the weekend of lockdown. It was my birthday, and we went to the beach. So yeah, but that was during the social distancing. So, but pubs have been closed by then, I think. But yeah, I didn't break any of as soon as lockdown went in, I didn't break any of the rules. So Atletico Madrid versus Liverpool should have never gone ahead. It was a really, really good game. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great game. It's bizarre to me that what was going on with Spain, we allowed it. That obviously we'll never know the gravity of the damage it caused, but it does feel like that was a big like no, as well as I was just going to sub. So Cedric's just come on for Bellerin, and Minamino and Keita are coming on. Yeah, and also the Cheltenham races shouldn't have gone ahead either. I didn't go out for 3 months almost as if I was shielding. So Williams is coming on off for Minamino. And Milner is off for Keita. I went out because I had to go to work. I had to go to take the dog out. I went to the shop sometimes, like to the supermarket, and that was about it. Mainly just walking the dog, to be fair. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Alf? You probably can't see him. UEFA should have postponed it or had it behind closed doors. Yeah, they should have postponed it probably. Because didn't City postpone Keita with a shot well wide? Didn't City postpone a game because of concerns the same day? I think. Awful performance to Liverpool and a great comeback from Atletico Madrid. Yeah, really good game. Some people, though, went out with other family and members outside of their household and didn't apply any social distancing. Yeah, they did. I know a few people who did that. Unfortunately, we'll never know like the gravity of what's happened, like if it made any difference or not. But rules are in place for a reason, so I tried to follow them. And there's people at my work who just like get like really, really, really close, and then it'd be like I would literally be doing something and they'd be like next to me. I get it all the time. It's really frustrating. How do you have 34 shots and not win a game? I've had so many chances. They are very, very well drilled at the back. It could well have gone ahead as about 90% of the cases back then were in London. Yeah, I mean, with London, we knew that London would be the place it would break out first. We knew that because of how how many people come in and out of London. Like a lot of places stop off at London for flights when they change flights and stuff like that. So we knew that there'd be a lot of cases in London. But it seems to have subsided in London now, which is very, very good. No, not already. I'd love a like on the video. I'm not back on work until December because they want a minimal. They want a closed set and have minimal crew. You still get because they're ending the furlough scheme, aren't they? Are you on the furlough scheme? If you go back 1,000 years, one person would have had over 1 billion relatives. That's a lot. Back then, they couldn't be bothered to test anybody who had symptoms. Yeah, testing was always a negative problem. Just found out that Spain got 9,700 new cases of COVID. Is that loud? They're in a real bad place because so many people are going there on holiday, so they're bringing it in as well. I'm just going back to the toilet. I just need another wee. Spain cases are now above their original peak. That's not a good sign, is it? Hopefully that doesn't come here. I still get sent some work to do from home, like sending emails and booking things for people to film there. So luckily I'm still getting full pay. Oh, it's not too bad then. That's really, really good. Really good. Really good. Hopefully you'll be able to go back in December. Plenty of time to go back. I think they just put it off till January. Obviously maybe they're busy in December. It makes me think that I think now we're seeing a lack of television. Like there's not much like telly on at the moment. So I do feel like that's because of coronavirus. But there's I don't think there'll be many like TV shows this year, which I'm not looking forward to, because I really like watching TV. Firmino looking for Mane, and Maitland-Niles has done very, very, very well there. 20 minutes into the second half, 65 minutes on the clock. I think I'm having Keita. I think I'm having spaghetti bolognese for tea. Robertson ball in, headed away by Holden, and Keita has just kicked Nketiah in the stomach. You have to see Tenet. Tenet. It's a great film. I have seen something about that, but what's it about? I don't know anything about it. I miss working, but all this. I was supposed to have to work on my birthday in Glasgow, so I'm glad I didn't have to do that. It's nice, it's nice. How did you get into your career? How did you find it? It said something earlier about rise in cases, but another reason could be that the tests we can use can detect a virus not all easier than the ones we use in March. Yes, potentially. Possible to explain in the comments. Yeah, I will watch the trailer or something if I remember. But I'm not much of a film person, particularly if it's a long film. Went to the cinema for mine and Kelly's first date. For those that care. Yeah, it was nice. Enjoyed it thoroughly. Running out of time. Still got another 20 minutes. 25 minutes with injury time at least. What did you see? Watch the film called The Martian. It's got Matt Damon in, and he goes to Mars with loads of people, and then he's left there. Minamino shot straight at Martinez. Yes, it was pretty good. It was just really long. It was 2 hours long, and it was a lot longer than I was expecting. Happy anniversary to me a year ago on Thursday from the last time I uploaded. Are you planning on going back to a channel? I think I've asked that before, but yeah. See, I've taken breaks. See, you were in it. You look like his brother. See, I have people say that I look like James Corden, and I have people say that I look like Matt Damon. Here is Saka shot, and it's saved. Is that a goal kick? And it is a corner. I did film and TV at college, and whilst I was there, I did some work experience with the BBC and was offered a junior position there when I left college, and then just worked my way up there. Right, okay. So you went to college, because I'm thinking about doing that sort of thing at college as well, but it's hard. It's going to be a lot of pressure for Kelly if I go back to college. So I obviously do my GCSEs, but after that I was looking at maybe, because she might have to do another year at college, at uni, to do something to make her trained in the profession. Corner comes in, punched out, and a free kick. So I'm thinking about doing like sort of like film and that kind of caper, film studies and that sort of thing. But I'm not sure yet what to do. It depends on how I'm sure if I go to college, do well on my GCSEs, even though I'm just doing English and maths, they might allow me on. But if she doesn't do another year at uni, if she decides to go straight into a career and chooses a different career to law, then I'll have to just not do it. Or if she decides to do a year, her LPC, her course somewhere else, or she's told to do it somewhere else, then I'll have to think about maybe like waiting a year or but if she's only doing a year, then I'd have to just put it off and I probably won't be able to do it. So it just depends if she can do her LPC here, I guess. I genuinely don't know. Interesting. Well, if you have a great ball and away for a corner kick to Liverpool, I genuinely don't know. Yeah, just do what's right for you. Just do what's right for you. It's a really enjoyable course. I loved it. That's very, very good. I was thinking about doing that sort of thing. Is it just GCSE English and Maths? Yes. Yes, just GCSE English and Maths. I have to do like assessments to show that I'm clever enough to do it. So I got a couple of books and I've been like studying. Robertson. Here's Minamino. Firmino puts the ball in and Maitland-Niles gets it away. Yes, just those two. The only one they offer. The only option they offer is science, biology, I think. Just those three. Other subjects for GCSEs only matter when it comes to sixth form / college. Yeah, but the thing is, I might want to go back to college, but I'm not sure how they'll look on it because I have GCSEs, but the only ones I would have like a relevant qualification, like grade in, is English and Maths if I go back and redo it. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to. I'm not sure if I'll be able to like go to college or not. But I think if I show that I've really, really worked hard and to get those, then I think they might do. I'm not really sure, but either way, I have to do it anyway. Why do we only show up at the end of the game? That's not true. Usually, when you were under Rodgers, you used to like demolish teams after about 20 minutes. Minamino scores. There's a lot of protesting going on, but it is 1-1. There will be a check. There will be a check. They're looking for an arm. They're looking for an arm. They're looking for an arm. It doesn't touch his hand. I don't think. I think that's a perfectly good goal. But we will have a look. Just having a watch now. Goal. Oh, is it goal? Yeah, goal. 1-1. 1-1. No handball. Correct decision. Obviously. Right, so where was I? Do some research into college that you're thinking of going to before you go to it, because some media college can link you up with employers in the industry, and that helped me certainly. Yeah, I mean, there's a long time between now and then, but yeah, that would be like really, really. I didn't even think of that. That's really good advice. Far better not stop us They're owned by Man United. So I just got a message. Oh my god, it's 6 o'clock already. I thought it was only 5. I thought, why is he finished early? There is only 16 minutes left though. With VAR, is it me or I? Sorry, I missed loads of messages. Just hope it stays. The Man United. No, we'll let it go. With VAR, is it just me or I don't get why they give pens when no players even appeal. They just give it to be clear and obvious. I don't know the rule-ins. Sometimes they do some really, really bizarre things. But yes, the goal stands and we've got another 16 minutes left. Ends 2-1. Here's Minamino. Keita. So those 2 changes have really helped. Alex, thanks so much for tuning back in. Minamino obviously being one of the substitutions who's just scored. Wijnaldum looking to go out wide. Headed on by Gomez. Here is Mane. Mane doing well. Puts the ball in. And it goes to Firmino and it's blocked. And then Nketiah tries to bring it away, but Keita picks it up. Here is Robertson. Minamino. Robertson. Back to Minamino. Plays the 1-2 and it's away by Holding and Aubameyang gets it away. We've sold 6,000 season tickets in nearly 2 weeks. I wonder what happens if we sell more than the limited capacity set by the government. I think they'll probably know roughly what they want, so they'll probably just sell what they think. I think they'll certainly sell as many as they think. Hereford haven't even announced season tickets as far as I'm aware, so I don't know what they're doing. Hi Rich, I'm not tuning in. Minamino's down on the floor. Picks it back up. Here's Gomez. To Salah. Nice to have a Japanese player. He can be our Park Ji-sung. I mean, Park Ji-sung is... or Ji-sung Park was... Korean. Wasn't he South Korean? Wasn't Japanese, was he? You know, really good player though, wasn't he? One of those underrated players everyone rates. You're saying that Arsenal have had 14% of possession in the last 5 minutes. Here is Saka. Xhaka. Arsenal should sign Carlos Bacca, so they have Bacca, Saka and Xhaka. That'd be really confusing. Renew my season ticket before lockdown because now they are not letting anyone renew season tickets. That's handy. Hopefully you'll be able to. Go. How has Saka played today? I don't think he's played too bad, to be fair. From what I've seen. There's Alfie in the background. Need to shave. So there's no extra time, like Jack said earlier. Ferdinand always cries about Carrick. Yes, he was underrated, but we get it now, Ria. Yeah, definitely. I rate Saka highly. Yeah, he does look good. I really can't wait for the first game back in the stadium, hopefully in October. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. I can't wait until we're allowed fully back in. I didn't even notice the dog in the bed. Yeah, he's always in the background. Yeah, he's always in the background. Usually he's lay like over here, so you can't see him usually, but he's always there. Sometimes you see, if you ever watch my videos, sometimes you just see him like stretching in the background. Curtis Jones is set to come on. Hoping for a winning goal. Python Greek, thank you for tuning in. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Hopefully as well as Bolton next week, the same places are open, are the same everywhere else. So hopefully no delays for us due to local lockdown. I didn't even think of local lockdown. I assume that they wouldn't be allowed people in the stadium. Second half ready. Yeah, we're 10 minutes from time, really. It's 1-1. Haven't missed a great deal. What happens if there's no added time? Does it go straight to penalties? Yeah. Hudson Edward to leave Southgate. Is that like... Where do you think he'll go? Will it be penalties? Yes, penalties if it remains goalless. Not goalless, but on the draw. What's the biggest game in English football? I'm biased, but I think Liverpool Man United. I think so too. How Kelly and Alfie? So Kelly is okay. She just finished work. Robertson. Yeah, so she's doing okay. She's obviously got uni soon. Mane should score. Good save. Really good save by Martinez. And Alfie's doing fine. He's got a new dog bed, which he really likes. Portland casinos aren't allowed to open until Wednesday due to lockdown. Yeah, I think ours are open. Be interesting to see when nightclubs open. You know, and I find it hard to believe that nightclubs can open safely. North London Derby, Birmingham Derby. What's it Birmingham called? Second City Derby. North West Derby, Manchester Derby. North London Derby's up there, but I think it is Liverpool Man United. Hope Gerrard can win the league with Rangers. I don't think they will. Saka is off for Willock and Nelson has come on for Nketiah. What's the point of the Community Shield? I'm not sure. It's a curtain raiser for the season. So it's to basically introduce the season before the season starts. However, it used to be called Charity Shield. So they used to, all the money raised would go to charity. I'm not sure if that's still a thing. Not sure. Spain opened up their nightclubs and look where they are now. Yeah, I'm not sure on that one. There's a massive problem for me as well, Jack, because if local lockdown carries on until October, then I won't be able to go to Leeds games. That is true. Surely, if it's still a thing in October, they need to get harder with it and more strict with it, or it will be looser. It shouldn't stay the same. I think East Midlands Derby is one of the biggest next season in the Championship. Yeah, definitely. What's your prediction, Mike? I went 2-0 to Liverpool. Theo, where are you? The restrictions still going to stand. Alright, that's annoying. Hopefully it's done soon, but obviously it's better to be safe in these situations. Maitland Niles wins the ball. Gomez does very, very well and it's out for a goal kick. Is Arsenal in the Champions League with Liverpool? No, Arsenal won the FA Cup and Liverpool won the Premier League, so they play each other in the Community Shield. When Liverpool first match of the season, they will lose 7-0. I think they have Leeds, don't they? Will be interesting for fans back in the stadiums, to say the least, if restrictions still stand in some areas. Yeah, see, that's the thing I didn't even think of. But down here, it's okay. It's pretty like minimal in Devon, which is really good. I think cases are slightly raised at the moment just because there's a lot of people coming on holiday to Cornwall and Devon, so things are starting to move a little bit further north in that direction, but obviously people are now going home. So it'll be interesting if the fans in stadiums. Oh, I've already read that one. I really wanted Gerrard to be our next manager, but what I hear is he is being stubborn and refuses his chance. I guess he's still learning. No point agreeing to it because you don't know what's going to happen. Like he might get sacked from Rangers in like 2 months' time, and you know that wouldn't be very good. Arsenal won the Europa League. Does that mean they play in the Champions League next? Arsenal didn't win they won the FA Cup, so they play in the Europa League. The town I live in, and not the only one in Bolton, have had barely any cases for months. Well, at least it's okay where you are. If not like the rest of that area, you know, at least your area is okay, which might be a sign for how things are going to develop. Leeds are a good team. I think they'll be 2-1 Liverpool. I'm really looking forward to the game, actually. Here's Maitland-Niles. Ball in. Nelson. Willock. And then he puts it out wide. Here is Nelson. Out wide. Cedric's ball in. And headed wide by Willock. Good chance. Where I am is the border of Wigan, which has the lowest rate in Greater Manchester. It's good, really good. Full Rapid, Trevor, thank you for tuning in. How you doing? I'm very, very good, mate. How are you? I don't think they can get top 5, but I'm hoping for around 11th finish. That'd be really good. Really good, or 10th, as Rich says. I think Liverpool will win the league this season. Aubameyang to Maitland-Niles. Puts the ball in, looking for Aubameyang, and it's just too far. I think Liverpool. We have a great penalty record against everyone except Man City, but I would expect it to be nervous to come to pens. Yeah, because it's a big trophy. So some people think it's a big trophy. Just hoping that this isn't Bielsa's last season. How old is Bielsa? Because he might be like getting on. Liverpool first, Man City second, Chelsea third, Arsenal fourth, and Leeds fifth. I think Chelsea won't be far away. That's my prediction. Because they've done some really, really, really good business. It's just a matter of fact of how the manager does. You know, if he can cope with it, then that's good. Ooh, Leeds play Chelsea next season. I don't get why, but whenever Bolton or England get a penalty, my heart always increases dramatically. I'm nervous for penalty shootout, but I don't even care who wins. $65, right? So he's banging on the door of retirement, isn't he? Oh. Chelsea must be up with Liverpool and City next season. If they don't, Lampard will be under pressure. You're probably right. It's just he's got that sort of luck with the fans that he can have a little bit more time. They do, and all I want to do is beat them once. It would be nice, particularly Ellen Road. That's be an interesting game. Sure, that'll be on the TV. Here is Joe Willock. 2 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Aubameyang Still going, and it's away by Gomez. Their pressure is on Leeds, though. People hyping up their return left, right and centre, and everyone is expecting them to ruin Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool and Chelsea's lives. They have to deal with that. I've not seen anyone really like build them up to that extent. We've had one penalty in the last 2 seasons, missing both. None scored since April 2018. We've had since 16-17 the same amount of penalties combined as Man United. That's really weird. It's a lot of penalties to not have. Alfie's on his dog bed at the moment. I think it'll be like mid-table. So yeah. Imagine if Aubameyang misses in the shootout. Well, it looks like we're heading towards the penalty shootout. So who is everyone's favourite, least favourite commentator? Pundit even. Who's everyone's least favourite commentator? Let me know in the comments. Here is Curtis Jones. Plays a 1-2. Back with Curtis Jones. Salah. Yeah, yes, I think so, Football Rapid. I really do think that Leeds will look very, very, very normal and not out of place in the Premier League. Hoddle, McManaman, Merson. Michael Owen. A guy who commentators on the Champions League. Mane's ball in and Robertson heads over. So I think you're thinking of McManaman. Is he like Liverpudlian? Or Scouse. Yeah, it's McManaman. Michael Owen is bad. Hoddle. I don't know if Hoddle said some things about disabled people. Which obviously I am disabled. So it's not very nice. Ryan Brewster is coming on. For Wijnaldum. Probably for the shootout and nothing else. Arsenal only attack it when we score. They should have attacked us when we were sloppy. Very true. McManaman is awful. And Pearson just getting the names wrong and stuff is really, really annoying. I just find it really annoying. Pearson, how is he only soccer standing not to be sacked? Yeah, I couldn't understand that either. Strange to put Brewster on, a lot of pressure on the young shoulders. He's probably got more chance of scoring because he's a more natural finisher. Rob, how do you say that name, Rich? What did Hoddle say? So basically, he said when he was England manager, I think it caused him to get the sack. I'm not sure, 100% sure. You'd have to ask someone like Rich or somebody that was a bit older, but I think he said that all disabled people are disabled because they've done something wrong in a previous life. So if you're in like a wheelchair or something, you did something wrong in a previous life to warrant being disabled. So yeah, that's what he said, and I think he got the sack for it from England. But he's a massive Christian. So yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Obviously, this was 20 years ago, so he might not harbour those thoughts now. Full time. Yeah, a religious view. Religious view. Full time. It is 1-1, and we will be heading to penalties. Penalty. Right. So we'll just change the text to penalties. And we'll change it back to 0-0. I'll get rid of the timer. And then we'll change the home score to 0 and the away score to 0. And I'll just put in the chat. I'll put it into the description that we're doing there. That we're just doing the penalty shootout, because that's a good way of getting more people in, because I'm like that. There we are. Yeah, it is weird. It is weird. Kosh. Alright, okay. It is weird that he would say that, because obviously reincarnation is more of a Hindu? I think it's more to do with the Hindu faith than Christianity, but I think that's what he said. I might be wrong, but it was certainly that sort of feel. Is there a way you can put the penalty round of penalties, e.g. a number of penalties, say round 4 of a penalty shootout? I could do if you really wanted me to. So Minamino equalised after Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's brilliant goal, and we will be going to penalties. So hopefully the penalty shootout will be good. I'm expecting Liverpool to win on penalties. I think they won penalties against, was it Chelsea in the Super Cup last season. So yeah, who is the GOAT in terms of management? Sir Alex Ferguson. Robin Kosh has just said goodbye. Message on Twitter, which guarantees he's coming to Leeds. He was meant to be doing a medical this morning. So hopefully he's signed. That sounds it. It was Chelsea, all right. Yeah, so they do have that experience. Alisson is a much better keeper than Martinez as well. This should be Liverpool, really. This should be a Liverpool to win this one. I hate saying it, but it is Ferguson. People forget where he found United. Yeah, it is. But it will be beaten at some point. It will be beaten. Is that the match where the Chelsea keeper didn't go off? No, that was City versus Chelsea in the Carabao Cup. I don't know where they were, but they had a worse trophy haul than Aston Villa when he took over. Ferguson and Clough are the best ever. We're the most hated club team in League 2. All post about us and FB groups, but they're not obsessed. Here is Mohamed Salah to take first against Martinez. Put in the chat, you think he will score or miss? I think he will score. So Martinez will make the save. Rich thinks he will miss. Salah won't miss, says Alex. Score, says Python. Whistle blows. And in it comes. And it's straight down the middle. And it's 1-0 to Liverpool on the penalty shootout. Miss, said Jack. And Liverpool legend said no comment. I'd say Bobby Robson should be added to that list. I think it's just now there's so much money in that it's hard to. Some people have done very, very well in different aspects, but it's hard to say really. But it is Ferguson, and then there's just a whole cluster of really, really good people. Reece Nelson takes the first for Arsenal, and he puts it in the bottom corner. Brilliant from Reece Nelson. Very, very confident. One apiece. You all said he'd score. Yes. I remember when Barry Robson died. I was watching it on at home. Fabinho next. Score or miss in the chat. Takes it very slowly. And it's in. 2-1 Liverpool. So that's Fabinho. Score. Rich was right. Ainsley Maitland Niles. Will we see Kelly again on your channel? Probably not. Probably not. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and like if you're enjoying the video as well. So Maitland Niles is next to take it. Say score or miss in the chat. We've got some scores. We've got a couple of misses. It's Maitland Niles. I'm not confident. I'm not confident. I'm not confident. But here we go. Yeah. Oh, really, really, really calm for Maitland Niles. Really calm for Maitland Niles. Into the corner. He just did it really casually. Really casually. No chance for Alisson of Liverpool. And it's 2 apiece. 2 apiece. So Lenny said score. Alex said score as well. So you're all very, very, very well done. So this is Brewster, who was brought on. And he's taking his time with it. He's obviously been on loan at Swansea. He's doing a run up. And he's hit the bar! And it's away. And Brewster has missed. And they brought him on to score a penalty. And he has missed, and it's backfires. Terry, thanks so much for tuning in. El King, thanks so much for tuning in as well. How you doing, my friends? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining the stream. Next, we have the chance for Arsenal to go ahead. Cedric. Score or miss? Score or miss, Cedric. And Corley does it. 3-2 Arsenal. A lot of people said he'd score. Challenge Central, thanks so much for hitting the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Is that Terry, is that a Apple logo in your thing? In your icon or picture, whatever it is, profile picture? Garfin works for Apple. Here is Minamino, score or miss? Score straight down the middle. 3-3 again. Arsenal with one to take in hand. Very, very good. Revenge for Arsenal on Liverpool from the shootout in the Carabao Cup final last year. They didn't last year, wasn't it? The 5-5 miss. Here's David Luiz. He's usually good at these dead ball situations, but will he score this one? In. Brilliant. Top corner. Absolutely brilliant from David Luiz. Goal. Very, very good penalty from David Luiz. And Liverpool have to score this one, I think. This is their final penalty. Has to score. It's Curtis Jones. Score or miss? Score or miss? They have to score or it's over. And it's Curtis Jones who scored that cracking goal against Liverpool. Against Everton in the Merseyside derby, of course, in the FA Cup. Will he score? I think he'll score. I think he's a confident player. And he puts it in the bottom corner. Really good. Sends the keeper the wrong way. And it's 4-4. And the final penalty. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Score or miss? Put it in the comments. Score or miss? Bradley, thanks so much for tuning in as well. Surely Aubameyang will score, right? Surely Aubameyang will score. Come on, Alisson, says Lenny. The captain of Arsenal. Score, hopefully, says Bradley. Come on, Alisson. Score, says Jimmy and Chris. And let's tune in, guys. And he runs up. And he scores. Full time. It is a victory for Arsenal in the Community Shield. Really good from them. This is a really good few games for Arteta. He's beaten the runners-up, Manchester City, in the FA Cup semi-final. He's beaten Chelsea in the final. And now this season he has beaten the champions in Liverpool on penalties, 5-4 after 1-1 draw. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, of course, scoring the final penalty. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't already, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe, of course, if you're new. Thanks so much for having tuned in. I hope you enjoyed. Jack Farm, thank you for tuning in as well. Thank you so much for having tuned in. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you all very soon. Pointless Blog, thank you for tuning in. Pointless FM even, and Jack, thank you for tuning in, and Rich, and Lenny, and Major Man, and all of you. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you all again very soon for the next stream.